Good morning, Falcons. I'm Joanna.
And I'm Julia, and you're watching
The Falcon Report. Did you see the photos from junior prom?
McKenna and I actually went and got to see what everyone was wearing.
I bet they all look great.
Want to see?
Trends control what we wear more than you'd think. Skinny jeans hit their peak in 2012, yet looking back, what were we thinking? From our school clothes to our prom dresses, the trend cycle is behind everything fashion.
Traditionally, trend cycles would rotate every 30 years, and they were never exactly the same. There was the elements and usually modified a little bit. What has happened is that there are more fashion seasons than there used to be. Fashion houses, fashion companies are all vying to be on top of the fashion cycle, and they're introducing them earlier, which makes people want to accept fashions earlier. And it's becoming even sometimes 10 years instead of 20 years or 30 years. It's definitely accelerated.
We grabbed some cameras and took a trip to the junior prom to see what's going on with the trend cycle now. Fashion trends are indicators of recession. In the 1940s, Fairfield High students used less material by wearing tight-to-the-figure dresses. Natalie's dress was similar.
I just really liked the top, how it was all beaded, and I like blue, so I went with it.
In the 80s, Julia's mom wore a dress with lots of ruffles, like many other women at the time. Emily's prom dress had ruffles too.
I just love the little vintagey vibes, and I love the asymmetrical, and it has this little flower. I love it.
The 90s and early 2000s started the slit trend. This one seems to have stuck around. Everyone's dresses looked so good at prom, but we can't forget, the trend cycle must be combated.
Thrifting is great, but then it doesn't always give the newest that everybody wants. Being basics and maybe just having some accessories to go with it is actually a good way to do it. Or just having your own style. You don't have to be the same as everybody else, and that kind of combats having too many items and too many trends that go through.
I can't believe the end of the school year is so close.
I wonder what changes are coming in the new year.
Did you hear about the state's new cell phone regulations?
Wait, what?
Oh, you haven't heard?
No.
Just watch.
There's been a lot of talk in the Connecticut General Assembly about cell phones in schools, yet nobody seems to know about it.
The legislation I haven't heard much about, but I have heard that they're banning it in a lot of schools.
Nothing, to be completely honest.
I just heard that they might ban phones.
Same thing.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Representative Jen Leeper is a leading voice in our state government surrounding education and has been an eyewitness throughout the process.
This year, we are just requiring districts to adopt a policy. What we heard from the State Department of Education is that about 90% of districts do actually already have a policy. So this would be for the other 10% of districts. It's probably a first step into what many other states, both red and blue states, have done, which is a full, what they call a bell-to-bell ban for students having access to smart devices in schools.
A bell-to-bell policy would mean that students would be unable to access their cell phones from the time school starts till the very end.
I don't like that. Boo.
A human being could never be as entertaining or engaging as a phone. I know out there's a push for, hey, put it in a bag, put it in a pod, put it in a locker, and you don't get it at all day long. I don't know if that's the right fit for a high school level student who should be developing more self-control, self-monitoring, and independence.
Today's society we live in, it's really technology heavy and based around our phones. So to try and just cut it out in one swift movement probably isn't the best idea. I think that if you want to try and make any kind of improvements with the cell phones, it's going to have to be gradually.
I get their standpoint and what they're trying to do, but I do think they could be less strict about it.
Not a good policy in my opinion. I think what we have here is very fair. I think not using your phone during class is okay, but I think that during lunch or during your study hall, that's totally good. But for the entire day, it just seems unreasonable and unfair.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I think I get it in class, but the whole day is kind of ridiculous.
We talked to Dr. Hatzis when we first heard about the legislation in early March of 2025 regarding what regulations we have in place already in Fairfield.
We'd like to work with you guys, right, as students. Your cell phones are important to you, and you use them for a lot of good reasons, as probably 10 times more than you ever do for bad reasons, right? So I think that there are times in the day when it's okay for you to use your phones as long as you're doing responsibly. So during your free periods, during lunch, during passing time, as long as you're doing it responsibly, then I, as a principal, don't have any issues with it. It's when you need to pay attention during an assembly, obviously during class, or other important times. As long as we have that agreement, then I think we're in good shape.
Don't hesitate to get involved and let your voice be heard. Visit cga.ct.gov for information on town halls and contact information for your representatives.
See you on Friday for the last show of the year. Once again, I'm Joanna.
And I'm Julia.
And this has been
The Falcon Report.